Hey, you guys, welcome back, welcome back to Naughty Love Movement. It's your girl Nikki, bringing you the latest and trending topics in a vlog, my life. Before we get into today's content, please remember to hit that like, subscribe, and that bell button so that you can be notified when I update content to my channel. And please share our content on your different social media platforms and leave comments. I love interacting with my naughty crew. So I've been working on learning how to get to know this live situation. I'm liking it. I'm becoming more comfortable. So I appreciate all of you being patient with me. Shout out to all my new subs. I appreciate you all. Please continue to support and leave comments. So today we're going to get into some trending topics. And my lighting is off. I hope everyone can see okay. We're going to get into Shakilla Robinson. I want to talk about it. Like, we need to talk about it as a community, Naughty Crew. So I wanted to bring it to you guys to get your thoughts and opinions. But I'm just really so sad about what happened to this young lady. So we're going to get into that. Also, we're going to talk about one of the Grammy noms that I'm really, really proud of. He goes by the name of Friday. He's featured on DJ's Khaled's latest album. He is the voice that says God did the hook on it. He was nominated for 5 Grammys. We're going to get into that and his story briefly about where he came from. And we're going to also get into the Escape drama. Okay. I just feel like it's history repeating itself, but we're going to get into the deets of it because they're out here speaking out. Also, we're going to get into Kelly Rowlands and my size interview. People still bringing up the fact that comparing her with Beyonce is just like old news already. And then B Simone, she's out here saying she doesn't like to shower. We got her response to that. Nancy Pelosi stepping down, and Ice Spice handing out turkeys in New York. Okay, that's the topics I'm going to try to get through in this hour. I will drop the link just in case people want to come up on the panel. And I'll run down the topics and then get everyone's opinion if people are loaded up. All right. Everything that is stated, discussed on this channel is allegedly and of my opinion. Okay. So let's jump right into it. So up first, we'll get into Ice Spice. The Bronx rapper takes part in Thanksgiving meal giveaway. So I thought this was dope and positive. She's an up and coming artist. This is going. Let me make sure it's no music. Oh, it's no music. So this. And she was there with Lil TJ. You know, the turkey giveaway is a tradition in New York. Usually the biggest drug dealer or whoever's popping at the time, they usually go and do the giveaway. This is a tradition for New York. Let's jump into the comments to see what they're saying. Astel by Jada says, laughing my effing at throwing the turkey, got it. What the F, whatever that means. Decence one says, New York got a lot of kings, I guess. Nah, the whole Bronx is really popped. Wow. I mean, that's a nice gesture, and there's a lot of people struggling right now due to the economy and everything, and the shortage of a number of things, jobs, you name it, the everything being sky high. Like, oh, my food budget is crazy, or whatever. So that's nice that they're trying to help the community. So congratulations. I think she has one song. I mean, it's okay. Like, I'm still waiting to see like what what she's gonna do. I'm still undecided, Naughty Crew, on whether I like her as an artist yet. All right, up next, let's get into Nancy Pelosi stepping down, you guys. Like, oh, she served a lot of years. And I just think she's tired.
And to stand on this floor and to speak for the people of San Francisco. This I will continue to do as a member of the House, speaking for the people of San Francisco, serving the great state of California, and defending our Constitution. And with great confidence in our caucus, I will not seek re-election to Democratic leadership in the next Congress. For me, the hours come for a new generation to lead the Democratic caucus that I so deeply respect. And I'm grateful that so many are ready and willing to shoulder this awesome responsibility. There is no greater official honor for me than to stand on this floor and to speak for the people of San Francisco. This I will continue to do as a member of the House, speaking for the people of San Francisco, serving the great state of California, and defending.
So, Nancy Pelosi has served a lot of years, and I think the burglary on her home kind of put her over the edge. Like, enough is enough. So she says she's going to step down. She's 82. She's been a House leader for over 2 decades. So I think she's going out on a high note. Her work speaks for itself. I wish her the best in her retirement. But I'm sure this is not going to be the last we hear from her. I just think she's over the White House. I mean, once the attack came, like that just took it on a whole nother level. And then you add her home being burglarized on top of that. Like, how much is one person supposed to take? But all this just seems like very retaliatory because of some of her views. Let's see what some of the comments are saying. So Tiara Monet said, good, let's investigate her for that insider trading now. Oh, gosh. Ashanti Bai says, good for her. Her and her family have been going through a lot this last year alone. At 82 years old, I wouldn't even want to still be working, let alone deal with the foolishness she's been dealing with. And it's soon to come. Yeah, I hope she could retire quietly. Seriously. I wish her the best, Naughty Crew. Drop down into my comments. Let me know if you care or don't care. What are your thoughts? Oh, I forgot to add, like, I have an update on Blueface. And these two just get on my nerves. He must be out of jail because Krishan is posting on Twitter again. Shout out to Flawless BBW for capturing this footage. She posts on Twitter, Daddy filled his pee up right away. Disgusting. Yuck. All right. Call me his fiance for now on. I love you, Daddy. Thank you, Lord, for sending him back home safe. This girl is delusional. And I don't know how they did it, but they got the judge to call this girl his fiance. They are shout out. They're shout out. But a lot of social media is talking about how low his bail was or whatever. And I think it's a matter of his past record. He really doesn't have any. And the fact that he's a celebrity too has something to do with it, I'm sure. But I don't know how they managed to have the judge call out who was there for him, and he manages to say fiance. And so she's gonna take this and run with it. I told you this. You guys, I told you this. And then she exploits herself. He still ain't gonna care. He's still gonna be with other women. There's nothing she could do to make him be faithful because she allows it. She doesn't require him to be faithful. He's gonna do what he wanna do. And so, of course, his mom, Carlissa, has to clout chase. Oh, God. I already...
Some of the slowest people on the bus. I swear to God. Don't come talking to us about no bail money. Don't come talking to us about my son. We created Tatiana. We paid for it. Me, his father, my husband, and Jaden. We paid for the song. We helped create your artists for you. Talking to us about no goddamn bail money. Y'all got to be some of the slowest people on the bus.
So there you have it. I mean, she not telling me something I didn't know. You manufactured him into being a rapper, and that's why he can't rap. Point blank, period. That's all you're telling me. This is why he's not making music. Because he really don't have those skills. You created that for him. You bought that for him. And out of everything, that's what she wants to comment about. Like, woman, get your life. That's all I got for them nincompoops. I'm over them. All right. All right. Up next, I want to get into Shakilla Robinson. And I just want to say, from Naughty Love Movement, my heart goes out to the family. And I have 2 daughters. One's 26, about to be 27 next month. And then my youngest is 17, going on 18 next year. And I can imagine if they go away with a group of their friends and my baby don't come back home. Neither, like both my kids, you know. And my heart goes out to this young lady's mom. And the reason why I want to talk about this story, because you know, us as melanated people, we don't get as much news coverage as if it was someone of a different race. So I wanted to bring it to my Naughty crew to hear what your thoughts are. I'm so sad, but shout out to the Jasmine brand for dropping this footage. So Shakilla Robinson, FBI joins investigation of Charlotte woman found unalive in Mexico with broken neck. All right. So a Charlotte family is desperately trying to find answers as to how their 25-year-old daughter wound up unalive. So Bernard and Salamandra Robinson, which are her parents, are demanding answers in the investigation of their daughter's death. According to the reports, on October 28th, Shakilla Robinson left Charlotte, North Carolina, to go on a trip with friends to Cabo, Mexico. A day later, she was unalive. Now, there is footage out there, Naughty Crew. I'm not going to promote that on my channel. Apparently, it was like a major fight, okay? And Shakilla was not fighting back at all. She was naked. And her friend was just wailing on her, okay? And one of the bystanders, which I'm upset with and watched this go down, is standing there saying, damn, Killer, you not even going to fight back? And she said, no. This whole situation seems shady, okay? It seems premeditated. And I feel like this is a case of friends that were jealous of their friend's success. And why does she have to pay with her life? And all, like, this one guy is out here going live, trying to explain the story, getting caught up in all sorts of lies, like creating the case. But we all need to speak about this so the word spreads, because the problem is there's some type of law. Please go over to the Plainest Jane. She broke it down. There's some type of law with Mexico when it comes to these type of things. And America can't really challenge it, but things are just not adding up. Her friends are saying she was unalive. She was just passed out. Then it went from alcohol poisoning. All of a sudden, the autopsy report proved that she didn't even have any alcohol in her system. It's just a lot of inconsistencies. And I wanted to bring this to my Naughty crew. If you go over to the Plainest Jane channel, she has all sorts of resources that you guys to make contact with the Mexican authorities and things like that. But it looks like the FBI is joining the investigation, and I'm happy about that because explain how that girl's neck got broken. Explain it to me. Because nobody's explaining. Everyone that is coming out and speaking, her friends, because one's in hiding and one's going live, and he's like, ugh, he doesn't seem really remorseful. Not at all. And I want to find justice for this girl. I really do. Just so her parents can be at peace. And this reminds me of a Lifetime movie. I forget the name, but it was a young girl. Her friends was all jealous of her, and they lured her to jump her, and they beat her to the point where she passed away. It's the exact because I feel like the friends set up this trip and lured her away, and they knew and they were aware of the loss. Drop down into my comments, Naughty Crew. I can't give this story too much. It's just my heart breaks for the family, and I hope she gets justice. So please go check out The Plainest Jane. I love her channel, and she has a very detailed breakdown, and she also has the resources. And I believe there's also a petition going around rallying for justice for her, and it's just like this went over like the recognizing of the signs that people aren't right and they're not there for your best interest. Because she had one other act prior to this that was kind of random, and my daughter forgave her, and they did good for a while, and then all of a sudden, again, she snapped. So jealousy is a very, very dangerous thing. It is. Drop down into my comments. Let me know what you guys think about this. All right, so up next, we got the Xscape beef, okay? History repeating itself. Sorry, that's the wrong one. Xscape, we all know how they stopped making music in the first place. So as you all know, it has been some conflict. The group just got awarded the Lady of Soul Award at the Soul Train Awards, okay? And it looks like they weren't all coordinated. And Latasha ended up wearing a different color dress. And I reported on this. And she released some text messages talking about her communication with her stylist. And Kandi said, girl, stop trying to make something out of nothing. Like, you have a whole separate stylist. She always tries to keep herself separate. But this beef goes way back. And I'm just going to take you guys back to the Unsung episode really quick. Here we go.
Setting up her solo project, and we sitting here looking like the Pips.
The girls were pulled apart. It was the Scott sisters on one side, Kandi and Tamika on the other side.
And I couldn't believe she would do me like that. I really couldn't. I was just so done with her. Something inside me was just like, it's over.
So there you have it. They always struggle. It was always a battle of, because I think Kandi looked at it as like, we all sing, like we all can rotate out. Now, Latasha did try to go off and do her own solo thing, but I don't think she was as successful as the group. All right. But I feel like the power struggle is starting to happen again. So Latasha has been posting. She made a statement. Let's jump into it. Make this big for my naughty crew. All right. So she posed. First off, I like to apologize to all of the fans. It's so unfortunate that I have to tell my truth this way. However, in this new space, I won't be silenced by a whole or I won't be silenced by who has the bigger following. If I don't say anything, I'm dragged. And if I do say something, I'm dragged. So here it goes. Me having my own stylist initially came when the group was at odds with the original stylist about being overcharged. The group as a whole felt the way about it. So when they decided to use him again, I had already made the decision to work with someone else to avoid the confusion. We've done 3 shows together that my stylist styled me, and the other ladies wore looks by their stylists, which were all in sync, just like the performance look from the awards. So her stylist and their stylist was in contact all week about the performance. Look, so I don't see how the same info wasn't shared for the carpet. Had any of my sisters came to my defense, it wouldn't have gone this far. Instead, they watched me being dragged on the internet as if I'm the problem or this was done intentionally, which is untrue. So it seems like the group still has divides. And I think they're always going to have problems. I think there's some bitterness here. Also, it was alleged that her husband, who is the manager, was threatened. Okay. And that's why you haven't seen her as much with the group. And so she's been posting frequently. I hope they could work this out, but I just think this is just one of those things. I think Latasha just wants to be known as like the Beyonce of the group. Hold on. Let's see what Hollywood Unlocked has to say. Here it is. She says, the reason I'm not doing the tour is because the promoter the girls are on tour with threatened my husband's life. The promoter was initially brought to the table by my husband for a few shows. 2 of the ladies had the C girl on the show dates. So my sister and I performed alone in ATL, and the other show we had to pull out. That's why where the deal went left, or that's where the deal went left over a situation that could have been resolved. The promoter then referenced getting my husband's head touched and me being a widow. Yeah, would you have gone on tour with him? If that was any of their husbands, they definitely wouldn't have done the tour either, which I would have supported. And she's just basically saying, I choose family over loyalty, over everything. But when my sister chose to disrespect our mother on our public platform, literally couldn't stomach it. And we haven't spoken since. I'm trusting that God will restore and bring my family back together. So, yeah, so that's why you see the threesome. Okay, they're at odds. They're at odds. This is one of them groups that I don't think will ever get it together, Naughty Crew. Seriously. It's always going to be a power struggle. And I always thought it was a bad idea that Latasha's husband was manager. When they got into their previous beef, he was part of that. See the common denominators? So that's why I kind of question, like, who's really the problem? Or maybe it's your perspective on things. And I think her husband, and as he should, boost her up like, and she has one of the stronger voices in the group. But her and her sister, I think all the girls have beautiful voices. Candy's voice is like a tenor, okay? Sometimes I love her voice. It depends on the song that she's on for me. But they begged Candy to come back to this group. For what? Drama. So I wanted to bring this to my Naughty Crew to see what you guys thought about the Xscape beef. I just feel like history is repeating itself. Okay. Did I get? Let's get into B Simone. Okay, so B Simone, just hilarious. They all been doing interviews, and I feel like they're just like, okay, we're just gonna say the most ridiculous things to trend, and that's exactly what happened. Hold on. Here it is.
I don't shower every day.
I don't think a lot of women shower every day.
Is that nasty?
Is that a normal thing for women, though, right?
It's like
At least like 2 days.
So, yep, you heard her. She doesn't shower every day. So, Sarah says the fact that B Simone is so open about not taking showers every day, like she takes showers every 2 days. Why is this is a conversation? But her hygiene is her business. I just cannot get down with it. Shower every day over here. It's like 2 to 3 times a day. That's a little obsessive. So Mito says, so B Simone don't take showers every day. Why did the general public need to know? Who forced that out of her? I don't get it. He just says, not B Simone saying she showers every 2 to 3 days. And Little Miss Obsession says, first B Simone says she can't date a 9 to 5 man. Now she's saying if she showers Monday, she won't shower again. Yikes, Wednesday or Thursday. That says a lot about her. So she has been responding. Oh. Do I have it? Here she is.
Out. Then wash the hair. Then wash the cat. Then wash my crack. Ugh. Damn. Okay, here. Shit. Y'all stressing my ass out. Then wash the hair.
So now she is trending, okay? Now she is trending. Shout out to the neighborhood talk. Let's see what some of these comments say over here. Mooney Long says, it's the bays for me. Cobra Monroe says, damn, that thought was you two people-ish. Fellas, be safe out here. It's a dirty world. Ugh. I mean, if she want to be dirty, that's her business. That's not my thing. I wash every day. It's a must. I like to smell clean. I like to smell good. Some people view it differently. You know, it was that whole train of celebrities that came out and said that they don't shower. Good for y'all, but I would never come to your house and like sit. I get itchy. Jot down into my comments, Naughty Crew. Let me know what y'all think about this. Her taking a shower. I don't really care, to be quite honest. She could have kept that to herself. Oh, and my last story. Let's get it. Let's go. I thought this was interesting, and if I had time, I wanted to go through it. So NBC fired Tiffany Cross for spending nearly $100K of company's money on lavish vacations. Okay, Naughty Crew. So, shout out to Upscale Magazine for dropping this footage. But ex-MSNBC host Tiffany Cross was given the boot earlier this month, and it appears it was because she was on her City Girl-ish. According to the New York Post, her weekend show, The Cross Connection, was abruptly canceled earlier this month when MSNBC decided not to renew her contract. While many assumed it was due to her speaking vulgarities on air, an insider learned that it may have been her spending habits that got her the boot. So per the report, she also had been under fire for racking up as much as $100K $600K in expenses for 5-star hotel stays. Though only at MSNBC for 2 years, she took trips to Los Angeles and the Super Bowl, calling them work trips. Her Oscars trip, in which she stayed at the Beverly Hills Wilshire on Rodeo Drive for an extended stay, raised eyebrows according to the source. So she's staying at a hotel NBC execs don't stay at, the source said. This particular hotel charged more than $1,000 a night for a basic room. She mistook working in television news for being a celebrity, the source added. She was making north of $200,000 and she acted like she made $5 million. So there you have it, Nighty Crew. Scratch a lot, find a thief. That's all I say. I wish her the best and I hope she can find a new career because she's going to be blackballed in this industry. Oh, yes. This story, you guys. Shout out to the Omar Wiggins show for dropping this footage and bringing awareness to this. I wanted to jump into this. Hold on. Trigger warning. Okay, guys?
He pulled out my pants, touched my testicles. They like put their hands right.
So that's a little graphic for my like and Naughty Crew. You're gonna have to go up to Armand's page to check out the full footage because I don't want to risk anything on my channel. But black men and boys are being M-word and S-a'd and harassed by police officers. And I believe this is happening in Milwaukee. Yeah, Milwaukee. It's ridiculous. More and more officers, their bad behaviors are coming out lately. I'm seeing a trend, but I just wanted to make you guys aware of this and I wanted to get your thoughts. This is disgusting. The people that are supposed to protect us are abusing our people. It's another form of suppression, you guys. And that's why a lot of people get into law enforcement because they want power and control over our people. It's sick. It's sick. And I wanted to bring the story to my Naughty Crew. I appreciate you all joining me today. It's time for me to get off my lunch train. I got a lot back into work, but I just wanted to give these updates and these stories to my Naughty Crew to see what you think. I appreciate y'all taking the time. Please remember to hit that like, subscribe, and that bell button so you can be notified when I update content to my channel. And please follow us on our different social media platforms so that... Wait, I'm sorry. Got tongue-tied. Follow me. I'll follow you back. Until next time, Naughty Crew, I'm out. 1.